Let's see if I can pull this off, y'all. Brooke and Mary Carl had to go out of town for a little homeschooling thing. And I'm here flying solo by myself, except I got Bramble right here. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Holly's right here beside me. Got this motley crew right here. But I'm going to see if I can pull off a big surprise today. Yep, gonna need y'all's help. I'm gonna need everybody's help to pull this off, right, Bramble? Good morning, good morning, good morning, Cog Squad. I'm in the greenhouse and I got to brag on Farm Help Kate. I got to brag on him. I got him to weed the greenhouse for me, and y'all, I don't know if you could tell it on camera or not, but it had gotten pretty bad. And he did a jam up job in here. Let me tell you the truth. He really did. He knocked it out of the park in here. I appreciate that young man. I can tell you that. I mean, he did a number on the greenhouse in here. Wow. Wow, wow. Still got some cleaning up to do in here, but I had to get it. Needed to be weeded before we did anything else, and I just wanted to toot his horn this morning. But how are you doing today? Hope you're having a blessed day today. We have got well, I must say it is probably the windiest day yet. We've had a lot of wind, but today's pretty daggum windy. Same old scenario though, 44, 43 degrees this morning. Now it's, I don't know, 70-ish. And it's a little cooler because the wind's blowing. But while I'm in here, I want to show y'all the calendulas that we did not plant right here. I'm noticing something about them, and that is I don't like they're a little light green, and I want them to be a little darker than that. Generally, when they reach this level of maturity, and I don't get them in the ground as fast as I would like, or they're really not maturing as fast as I would like, they need a little something to eat, and that's what we're going to give them today. But you have to be extremely careful when it comes to seedlings. They don't need that full power of any or whatever fertilizer you want to use. Water soluble, I should say. I'm going to show you a little trick. Some of y'all have seen me do this before, but in case you haven't, we're going to feed our seedlings today, and I just want to show you a little easy trick. All you got to get is just this one little, is it really a tool? Is it a tool, device, mechanism? Whatever you want to call it. Let me show it to you. I got to get a 5-gallon bucket, and the wind's done blown mine down the hill over there, down there by the bees. We'll peek at the bees when we go down there. But I want to show y'all this little gadget right here. And I just kind of leave it on here really because I got this 3 or 4 valve water faucet there, or splitter, whatever you want to call this. But you see this little brass piece right here? Now this is a siphoning, is what I call it. I really don't know the technical name for it, but you can see it's got this tube right here. So my water hose is going to connect to this end. This end is going to go down in my 5-gallon bucket where I'm going to have my fertilizer. And let's go grab our 5-gallon bucket. I'm going to show y'all how this thing works and how easy it is. I know Hoss Tools has them. I know Grower Solutions has them. Probably any of your big garden places have them. I'll try to put a link down below to both Hoss and Grower Solutions if you want to check them out. Or maybe you can just pick one up at your local garden center or hardware store. But I call it a siphoning. I'll put the correct name, what it's actually called, not the Farmer Jason siphon gadget. And you go anywhere and ask for that, they're gonna look at you like you're crazy. But let's go grab that 5-gallon bucket and let's get these seeds watered and fed at the same time. All right, let's grab this bucket down here. We'll take a peek at the bees too while we're over here. I know they're gonna be moving around because it's done warmed up. I can actually see them. Let's sneak around on this side here and see if we can get a good shot of the bees. Well, they're not quite as active as I thought. You can see them flying around. Let's see here. Let's zoom in. Maybe you can see them better like that. Y'all can see we still got them. They're gonna be getting ready. They're flying around pretty good. Not like it is in the summer though, but they're getting ready for cooler months. They're gonna be stocking up on supplies, and also what they're gonna be doing is well, they might, well, it ain't no might to it, they will be slimming down their hive, I should say. All the males will be discarded. If you don't know this, the male bees actually do nothing except breed the queen. That's it. That's all they do. They don't gather any supplies. They don't gather pollen. They don't gather nectar. They don't do anything. They don't work on the hive. Listen, I'm not saying they're a lot like peaches, but I mean, they don't do much, okay? I shouldn't have said that. No. Y'all don't say anything. I don't want that to get back around to her. But yeah, the male bees are pretty lazy. They are. They're quite lazy. And so the girls will say, hey, you know, we don't need you. The male bees don't even have a stinger. They can't even sting you. So any bee you see out there on flowers gathering pollen, nectar, or sting you, or working on the hive, or whatever, that's all ladies right there. Sure is. Bless them. Anyways, bees look good. Got my bucket here. Let's see if we can get this fertilizer going. What you doing, girl? What you doing? Open the gate for me, girl. Go on, get that gate. Go on, get that gate. Come on. Oh, you found your football, huh? So let's go ahead and get this filled up with water right here. So we're just gonna take a regular 5-gallon bucket, y'all, and we're just gonna fill it up, or almost fill it up with just regular water, and we're just gonna follow whatever water soluble fertilizer instructions for 5 gallons. So if it's 1 tablespoon per gallon, we're gonna put 5 tablespoons in this 5-gallon bucket. Now again, any water soluble fertilizer will work. Just follow the instructions. Y'all know my go-to all-purpose water soluble fertilizer is Hals's 20-20-20. I just love this stuff. I've had great results with it. But again, any fertilizer will work. You could even do fish emulsion or anything like that, that if you want to go fully organic, you could try that. But word of advice, if you don't know, if you ever dealt with fish emulsion, or if you haven't never dealt with fish emulsion, be prepared, because it's going to smell like the back side of a fish market, not the front side. Back there where the dumpsters are, okay? I just want you to be prepared for that. I do use fish emulsion from time to time. I have put it in my drip irrigation. But again, smells like old fish camp, okay? Smell like somebody went fishing and caught about, 10, 15 catfish or bluegill and cleaned them and didn't clean their mess up. So just be prepared for that. It's way worse than the organic fertilizer that I use when I put out for my seed starts. And that's composted chicken manure. So Hoss calls for, let's see here, 4 teaspoons per gallon. I got 5 gallons, that'll be 20 teaspoons. So for me, that is about a little less than half a cup of fertilizer. So that's what we're gonna do in here. Right there, and we'll mix this in. And I know what you're thinking. Jason, didn't you say that you can't put full strength fertilizer on your seed starts? Correct. So that's what this little siphoning tool, Farmer Jason's siphoning gadget, comes into play. So the way this works is, we're gonna switch our water hose to over here. I'm gonna be sure to cut that off so I don't get soaking wet. And I'm gonna put this on our little siphoning gadget right here, okay? And this is how it doesn't burn our little seed starts. So we got our fertilizer mixture in here per the label. We got our little tube going down in the fertilizer from our little gadget right here. So when I cut my water on, it's gonna act like a regular water hose, except it's going to create a suction with this tube down here in the fertilizer. So it's going to mix it again for us, and this is how it dilutes it even more, makes it safe for little seed starts. It's going to take the water coming through the water hose and mix this already pre-mixed fertilizer in with it, so it dilutes it even more, and it always works out safe on your seed starts. And you'll see a big difference in them once you start doing this. Make sure I don't have any leaks here. All right, we're good there. It's gonna take it just a second. Let's move our fertilizer here so I don't ruin that. And we'll get it cranked up and going here. So you're just gonna come in and water your seedlings just like normal. Nothing different. Except now they're getting a little bit of food. And I'm gonna use this every single time that I water these guys, because it's such a minute amount of fertilizer. It's not gonna burn or hurt anything. And it makes a huge difference. We'll come back in a couple of days and you'll see the difference in the color of the leaves. They should start turning a darker green. All right, so we got the back taken care of. I got to tell y'all about a little something that I want to try and pull off today. Brooke and Mary Carl had to go out of town for a little homeschooling thing, and so I'm here by myself. Well, a light bulb popped off in my head when I saw a post on Facebook this morning from a little local nursery that's just a couple of miles down the road. That's kind of a wholesale nursery, but every now and then, especially during mom season, they are open to the public. Well, I guess since it's near the end of October, they've put all their fall plantings on sale, all of it. And I mean, it's like on clearance, really, really cheap. So a light bulb went off and I thought, you know what? That's right down the road. I can hop in the truck, run over there, pick up some fall plantings, decorate the buggy like I did last year, and plant the front window boxes with some pansies, which is a fall flower. And I'm gonna see if I can do this before Brooke gets back. Y'all wish me luck. But first I gotta go take care of the animals, and then we're gonna hop in SO. Since it's just right down the road, I thought I'd take SO and ride out and go pick up some stuff, come back, put on my Superman cape, and see if I can get this taken care of before they get back. Loretta, I was about to clean that out, girl. I'm glad I didn't. Yeah. I'm certainly glad I didn't clean that out yet, because my man Gus over there said he needs some clean water. How long you gonna sit in there? How about I make you a waller right here, baby? You get in over here. Come on out there, girl, so I can clean that water out. I got you a waller going over here. Come lay in this. Come on, come lay in that right there. Gus, I'm gonna get you some water, buddy. Hang on. Your sweet bride decided to get in the jacuzzi there, but we gonna get you fixed up, brother. I promise you. There you go. That's what, oh goodness. That's what we're talking about right there now. Go on, get down in there. That's better than the watering trough, you know? There you go. Oh goodness. I know Gus enjoys your dancing, baby, but I don't think he wants you dancing in his water. But you're still beautiful. Either way, you're still beautiful. Yeah, you're still beautiful. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Hey, Gus, you want some brownie points, brother? Let me tell you what I'm going to do. I saw that the nursery right down the road, the little nursery, has got all their fall plantings on clearance. Pick up a few little pretty things and get the farm looking festive, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. If you want to get Loretta some flowers. She'd probably eat them though, so that's probably not a good idea. She'd rather have chocolates. All right, Holly, load up. Let's go talk to the boss lady, Peaches, and see if we can't get a couple dollars out of that petty cash drawer. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Did you leave your baby? Go get your baby. Come on, let's go. You can't forget your baby. No, you can't forget your baby. Let me throw it again. You ready? You ready? Also, I saved my corn stalks for when we grew corn earlier this year, and they're good and dried out, and so that'll make a good fall decoration as well. You know, we bought some last year, didn't grow corn last year, but this year when Caden pulled it up for me, I said, Caden, save those corn stalks. I may use them for some fall decorations. And look, here we are. Glad I saved them now. All right, Peachy, I need to get the keys. Yeah, I gotta pick up something. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab some mums and make the farm look pretty, you know what I mean? Oh, I see what you're doing. Getting cool, ain't it? It's getting cool, y'all see. If y'all don't know this, Miss Peaches here is a professional, top-notch, grade A bed maker. She's one of the best bed makers probably in Alabama, if not the Southeast. And what she's doing now, she is making a bed. She has gathered all these shavings. You can see her little nose prints right there. And getting her a bed because it is starting to get cool at night, and she knows this. And she likes to, you know, stay a little warm at night. And so therefore, she is starting on her bed early today. But I tell you what, Peaches, I tell you what, I'll make a deal with you, okay? I'll make a deal with you. Let me get the petty cash drawer key, and I'll fix you up. Deal? See, I know what old girl wants. I'm gonna get you fixed up, baby. Here I come. Look here, I'm gonna get you fixed up, okay? I'm gonna get you fixed up. All right. There you go. We're gonna get you fixed up. We're gonna get you a good bed. Yeah, I know. Getting that time of year again, isn't it? Sure is. All right, put a little bit more over here. Put a little bit more over here. Now. All right. There you go. Now you got something to work with now. And if you slip me them keys, then I'll have something to work with, and I can get the farm looking nice. Appreciate you, girl. See, sometimes you just gotta scratch the boss's back, you know what I mean? All right. Let me go check waters real quick, and then we're gonna load up SO, run over to the little local nursery, and see if we can't get us some mums if they ain't sold out. Because they did post it, and there was a lot of comments on it. So if they did, I'm glad for them. I'm happy for them. Because I'm sure they wanted to get rid of all that so they can start on something else. Looks like everybody's down there at the pond pasture, except Honey. She was looking at me. Honey was staring right at me a second ago, but there's her and Jessie. I see both of them. They're over in the shade. Let me get their waters cleaned up while they're over there. That way I don't have to worry about any help. You know, sometimes you need help. Sometimes you don't. Y'all look at little man and Matilda over there eating hay. Two little cutie patooties right there. What's going on, Tater Bug? Oh, T-Rex Tater's a little quiet. There's Reska right there. There's Mildred. I saw the big man on campus back yonder. And there is Big Willie. They all spread out this morning. Everybody's kind of doing their own little thing. All right, Holly, get your baby. Let's go. Come on. Get your baby. Come on. We gotta go to the nursery. Come on. Atta girl. Hey, you won't believe this. You won't believe this, but you know what this nursery's called? The name of this nursery is Hollywood. Yeah, Hollywood. Hollywood Nursery. You could be their mascot, you reckon? You'd be a beautiful one, yeah. You'd certainly be a beautiful one. Before we run and do that, I keep seeing a lot of questions about the pond. And well, let me just show you. Let me just show you what's going on over here at the pond. Y'all can see the pond is getting really low. Now, we need to get power to the shop and we need to get the horse pastured finished before we start working on this pond. Those two things are a definite. Got to get that done. But the pond still, that's a lot of water in there. It may not look like it, but that's still a lot of water. So we're probably going to have to rent us a pump to pump this out and try to time this and do it all at the same time. And hopefully, and they're talking about rain coming up this weekend, but I still don't see anything really super significant that's going to all of a sudden just, you know, fill this thing up, and we're going to have to wait another 3 months to get it back down again. But we would love to get it drier than this. Then we're going to come back in with that bentonite clay and start putting it out. At that point, once we get it put out, we'll turn the well on it and fill it up with the well water, and fingers crossed and toes crossed and everything crossed, and hope that gets us fixed up right there, because the pond dam itself's not leaking. It's the sides, because y'all can probably see it from here. It's just gravel, sand. That's just what our soil is around here, and we got to seal that up some kind of way. Now, I know a lot of y'all have said I should put some pigs in there. Well, pigs would work if it was clay, but I don't have any clay. So the pigs rooting around are going to do nothing but just move gravel and sand around. They're not going to move the clay around. Now, if you don't know what bentonite clay is, in Farmer Jason's terms, okay, I'm no scientist. I'm no soil professional or dirt professional or biologist. I don't think that had anything to do with biology though. Anyways, I'm not a mineralist. I'm just a wordsmith and a halfway farmer. And so it's a powder, but when water hits it, it swells up 5 times its size. So that's why it's used to seal up ponds. A lot of times your power company and water companies and things like that will use it to seal up ditches and stuff where they put in pipes too. So it does serve several purposes, and that's what it's great at doing, is just swelling up real big, kind of like me when I eat some of Mrs. Cog Hill's blackberry cobbler with some vanilla ice cream straight out the oven. Just swells up, you know. And that's what we're hoping is going to happen here, and it seals the pond up. And the only thing that we'll have an issue with is evaporation, and there's nothing we can do about evaporation. So fingers crossed this works. All right, yeah, so get me and Holly over there. I love driving this truck, y'all. Purring like a kitten, or should I say, tiger. So one thing that wasn't on my list was a plant or a perennial called dianthus. And remember, a perennial will die and come back. And this is a fall perennial here in Alabama, Zone 8. Beautiful flower, does very well in our area. We got pink dianthus, we got purple bacote dianthus. I guess that's how you say it. Don't quote me on that. This is the one that's gonna be purple in the center and white on the outside. And then this one's Brooke's favorite, bacote red dianthus. Looks like a candy cane. Or I should say not a candy cane, but a piece of peppermint. Beautiful, you can almost see it right here, right there. Gorgeous flower, I love dianthus a lot. But I'm gonna plant the dianthus over there in the Alabama parterre garden or side garden so I can have some more color during the fall and winter months besides the Ryan pink mums over there. And they'll bloom in the spring too. And sometimes they will pop out and show themselves in the summer. Dianthus. If you're not growing it, check it out. And of course, we got, for the window boxes, pansies, which are probably one of the easiest things to grow this time of year. They're gorgeous, they're beautiful. I love pansies. Actually edible too, but I'm not eating these. I'm just gonna grow them for looks. But before we go over there and get that old buggy straightened out, let's get these pansies planted real quick. Now I said, man, I love them. Pansies is one of my most favorite little flowers. I love them. Y'all remember, we're gonna gently just pull those roots apart when we're planting our plants here. Let's switch you over. Lolo, y'all see my man Arlo over there? We're gonna really pack these guys in right here now. And we're gonna come back with that little bit of Osmocote slow release fertilizer right there. You can see this one's really root bound right there. That's been in the pot for a good little minute. Just break those roots up ever so gently. And this one, it's not root bound, so I'm not even gonna mess with this one. I don't want it to fall apart on me. And I will, when I water it sometimes, add some of that Hoss 20-20-20 fertilizer to it if I see it needs it. Alrighty, good deal. Now let's go do Brooke's mom's window box now. Y'all, I'm sure glad I saved these corn stalks now. This is gonna work out perfectly. Just gonna cut the roots off of them. We don't need that. Hey, Nug. We're gonna have this looking good, buddy. Yes, sir. Oh, no, that looks good. Get it all down there at the equal down there. Take my old farm rope. Now, I gotta go gather some more and we'll get those over here, but how about that? Hey, I'm glad I saved those now. Yes, I am. All right, Holly, let's go get some more corn stalks, girl. All right, let's get our mums here. We gotta figure out how we wanna do our mums. We got all different types here. Taller ones definitely need to go in the back. Shorter ones in the front. I watered these when I got here, but they feel like they need some more water already. All right, I'm liking that setup right there. That's what we're gonna do over here too. We'll swap this one right there. And then put these 2 yellow ones. Man, these things are light. I gotta get some water on them. I got some pine straw I need to put out. Now listen, I ain't no designer, no exterior or interior designer. So I mean, you know, I'm sure it could look a little better, but I think I'm doing an all right job though. Get that pine straw, we'll cover them black pots up. You know what I didn't think of, Holly, is pumpkins. We got one, we're gonna put our one pumpkin out here, but I don't know if we're gonna have time to run to town and go get some pumpkins or not, but we may add some pumpkins later. Yeah. Glad you agree with me. So I got some pine straw in here, and I got that one pumpkin. I'm gonna grab it right there. We're gonna put that pumpkin out there. Now, I'm gonna get my pine straw. If I'd have been thinking, I'd have grabbed some pumpkins, because that would have covered the black pots up and helped keep them from falling over. I'm gonna run out of time. But y'all know what? Mary Carl likes to go get the pumpkins. So I think that's gonna work out, because if I went and got them, I'd miss the pleasure of us all going to the pumpkin patch, or the little pumpkin shop, or the farm stand with all the pumpkins, I should say. That looks better, doesn't it? I got another roll. I may have to go get it. I got my one lone pumpkin, so I am going to set it out here, right there. And we will make a trip to go get some more pumpkins. But y'all, I think that turned out pretty daggum good now. I think old Brooke's gonna like that. Already got some brownie points from the boss lady for, you know, getting her bed ready. And I'm gonna get me some brownie points for decorating the buggy from Mrs. Cog Hill. It's a good day to be Farmer Jason right there now. Sure is. All right, let me go cut the water off, and because Brooke and Mary Carl are not far from the house. Well, I know you've already seen it because you and Mary Carl pulled in, and Mary Carl don't want to be on camera.
That's right.
So I couldn't get your initial reaction, but what do you think?
It's overdue, and I certainly appreciate it. It looks great.
Oh,
you know, we've known we needed to decorate.
Yeah.
But we just hadn't had time.
No, we hadn't had time, and
so that was a good surprise.
Well, I'm glad you like it.
I think the emus like it too.
Oh yeah, I think everybody likes it. Everybody seems to enjoy it. I think we need some pumpkins.
Yeah, we do.
I mentioned earlier that Mary Carl likes to go pick pumpkins out too, but it's really late, so I don't know what the... I didn't even think about that until now.
One more week and they're going to be calling us to come pick them up.
To come get them for free.
To come get them for free, to give to our animals.
Yeah.
And, you know, to provide a home for them because they need space.
I didn't think about that.
It looks really good.
It turned out great, and that's my corn stalks.
Wouldn't it be pretty if we fill that whole wagon up with mums or pumpkins?
It would be pretty.
It would take a lot, though.
We can put the free ones in there if we get a bunch of them.
Mums?
No, the pumpkins.
I thought you knew of a source.
No, I don't know of a source of mums.
Yeah, if we got a bunch of free pumpkins, we could maybe build a platform or something and make it. They'll be sitting in the bright sun. They won't last long.
They'll do pretty well. At least they would make it to Christmas, I think.
You think?
I think so, yeah.
Especially if the temperatures were lower.
I think it would make it to Christmas, so that's an idea.
I guess the ones that go bad are because they're stacked in those boxes and they don't have any air around them.
Yeah, or they get nicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, because pumpkins last a long time, so.
Okay, well, I'm wrong. So maybe we'll do that.
We'll have to make some type of platform, maybe out of pallets or something.
And maybe jack it up, and, you know, we couldn't fill the whole wagon, but
no,
make it look
like it's full.
That would be cute. Well, I'm satisfied with the way it is. I don't mean to sound
like that. Well, I do got us one little pumpkin.
And that was the volunteer.
Yeah, I was a volunteer.
Well, I think it turned out great. And it just makes the signpost show up that much cooler.
It does look good. That's one of my favorite spots on the farm. It just pops.
Right.
Well, I'm glad you like it.
I do. I really like it. It really brightened things up when you drove in.
Good.
Gives this farm a little more character.
Puts a little oomph over here.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready? Y'all look here. Told you I was gonna get them brownie points. Look at that bed. Look at that bed right there. Oh my gracious. If that right there ain't 25-cent raise worthy, I don't know what is. I hope you like this video. Hope you have a blessed day and the best day ever today. We'll catch you guys on the next one. And as always, y'all be good. Do something to make somebody smile today.